Had a few problems with my ukulele. About 10 years ago, I was in America playing with Nick Ward and Norman Field and lots of jolly friends. We played by the Mississippi and it was very hot. Well, I mean really hot, it was really, really hot. And we came off stage and I'd gone white with heat stroke and the back bit of my ukulele had flipped off because this is made in 1928 and the glue had just disintegrated with the heat. So Nick's partner Geraldine had this nail varnish remover with some super glue, so we mixed it all up together and I stuck it back on. That was 10 years ago. Anyway, it came off the other day. But I've glued it back on, made a right old job of it. It looks terrible. So if it breaks, it's Nick Ward's fault. So Ukulele Ike, I'll play you a song from Ukulele Ike, a great champion of 1920s song, and he really was a beauty. This is a tune called Good Little, Bad Little You. You're the naughtiest, baby, and you're a puzzle to me. First you're cold as ice, then you treat me nice. You're a mystery to me. Good little, bad little you. What makes me love you the way I do? I look right straight into your angel eyes. They're little devils now in disguise. How did you do? One little, two little lips I crave. They lead me on, then they say behave. And who knows it too? Good little, bad little you. Good little, bad little you. Yeah, there. One little, two little lips I crave. They lead me on, then they say behave. And who knows it too? Good little, bad little you. Good little, bad little you. Now who's that smarty certain party knows it too? Good little, bad little you. Good little, bad little you. So Ukulele Ike, this amazing singer from the 1920s who everybody's forgotten except for us, we're bringing him back very slowly. In fact, he was American, he made millions of dollars, he got married lots of times, he got divorced lots of times, he ended up living on the streets, he then ended up being the voice of Jiminy Cricket and sang When You Wish Upon a Star, so you all know him. He became a multi-trillion billionaire overnight again and then lost it all magnificently. Absolutely a 25-year onslaught of drinking and things like that. And he died in things like that.
Best to keep it fairly vague.
Yeah, he died in 1971 in a Hollywood actor's benevolent home, and nobody knew who he was because he didn't give his proper name. He was the voice of Jiminy Cricket. Anyway, he influenced George Formby. There would be no George Formby if there was not Ukulele Hat. And he came over to England and Formby saw him and went out and bought a ukulele. So we're going to play one of his songs that he recorded in 1930. He did a series of songs. I can't tell you what the series of songs was called because it's a bit rude. And he recorded them in a private studio in Hollywood. All I can say is that one of the songs is called I'm a Bear in a Lady's Boudoir. Another one of the songs is called I Like Mountain Women. It's all about the ladies from the hills of Kentucky, that is. That one is utterly X-rated, but we're going to do one that's not X-rated. It's called I'm Going to Give It to Mary with Love. He did sing nice songs as well. That's one. I am just a bashful boy in love with Mary Green. She is just the cutest thing that I have ever seen. I've always lacked the courage to kiss and hold her tight, but I propose to do one thing when I see her tonight. I'm gonna give it to Mary with love. I've got something that she's fondest of. Now I know that she has had it before. Mary's the girl all the fellas adore. I'm gonna place it right in her hand. She's gonna stroke it, oh so grand. I'll be daring and dashing, cause she's my passion. But I give it to Mary with love. I mean a necklace, give it to Mary with love. How do you do, poetry. You can't believe that the guy who sang When You Wish Upon a Star sang that as well. That record, along with the other ones, went round every single Hollywood house. Everybody bought them. They were private records, and they were bought, and they were played at all the parties. So now I think we'll have a little bit of Lonnie Johnson. Okay, so Lonnie Johnson, the great blues guitarist of the 20s and 30s, went into obscurity in the 40s and 50s. We're about to go into obscurity, aren't we? It's about to happen, and then one day they'll wheel us out, won't they, Malcolm? Were you Malcolm Sked? That's what they'll say. Yeah. I noticed you've got your own bit in the programme this year. Yeah. Yeah, well, actually you have, yeah. You've got your own little bit. There's a photo of you.
It's a nice photo.
It is a lovely photo. The word versatile is mentioned quite a bit.
I'm surprised you had this top off.
I know, I never seen you playing your sousaphone with no top on. You don't seem to be mentioned, Danny. Not on your own, anyway. Just
I've got the advert in there.
Oh, yeah. Lonnie Johnson. What can we say about him other than he was a beautiful player, beautiful player. He's the first blues guitarist who refined it into a very, very fine art. Plenty of great players before him, but he kind of got it all sussed. So this is called the Jet Black Blues. The slowy. 1, 2, 3. Johnson. Now we are going to play you a piece of music by Sonny Terry and Brownie McGee. Old Clever Clogs over there, he's going to play another one of his instruments. That is what you call him, isn't it, Matt? Clever Clogs? Yeah. Clever Clogs. And we're going to play you an old Sonny Terry and Brownie McGee tune they recorded in 1951 called I'm Walking. don't believe me. I'm walking down that road, darling, and I see my best girl. Now she's walking with my best pal. Ain't gonna no blues, but the blues keep falling my way. Mr. Danny Blyth, there he is. So, I think a bit of Oscar Elman now. What about the Russian lullaby? The Russian lullaby? Yeah. Did any of you see Sonny Terry and Brownie McGee? Anybody see them? Yeah, wonderful. Birmingham Town Hall, were they supporting Chris Barber? Yeah, yeah. They were marvellous, absolutely marvellous. Right, we're going to play a song now from one of our favourite composers and performed by one of our absolute favourite guitarists, the South American guitarist Oscar Elman, who was in Paris in the 20s. He was Josephine Baker's accompanist. Extraordinary character. Very similar to Django Reinhardt. You'll be hearing lots of Django Reinhardt this weekend. There's plenty of bands doing that stuff. But I don't know whether any of them will play Oscar Elman stuff. Who knows? Come and find me on Sunday and tell me if they have. But Oscar played guitar like Django Reinhardt before Django Reinhardt played guitar. But comments like that don't get you very far at the Django Reinhardt Festival. As we found. No wheels left on the van, were there? So basically, the history of jazz guitar has got to start with Eddie Lang, and then it's got to move on with Lonnie Johnson a bit, and then people like Carl Kress, Dick Madonna, Albert Addison, Oscar Elman, then Django Reinhardt. There's lots of guys before Django. What Django did was he made it just look so easy. He was such a phenomenal player. And but there were other guys who didn't make it look as easy, but they were around. And Django's influence on the history of the guitar must never be underestimated, because he changed everything. Like Jimi Hendrix in the 1960s, same effect. He had the same effect. Anyway, we're not going to play one of his numbers. So this is the Russian Lullaby. He recorded this in 1933 in Copenhagen with a lineup just like this: a bass player, a rhythm guitarist, and himself on guitar and vocals. The Russian Lullaby. Oh.